In this episode of Conversations, I return to my talk with Brian Barnes, COO of the Barnes Garage Company. In this final segment with Brian, we cover everything from his perspectives on winning the war for talent to how his compensation plan fuels newer, younger customer acquisition, plus his secret for marketing pre-owned motorcycles. Ladies and gentlemen, Brian Barnes. You've got multiple points, right? Many responsibilities. So how are you handling it all in this fast-paced, ever fractionalized business?
I wish I could tell you it was all about me, but it's not. One of the things I pride myself on is building a great team, hire the right people, develop people, grow your people, and they make me look good, Mark. It's not about me. I got a lot, yeah.
Well, good for you. Yeah. And, talent is tough. I mean, so what advice might you give, other dealers for finding, attracting, developing, and retaining top talent?
Don't. Honestly, grow your own people. So what you're looking for is you're looking for character traits. And I think we all kind of know those character traits. If the person's friendly, if they're outgoing, if they listen more than they talk, all of those things, and then have a development plan, have a training plan, and grow your people. If you're looking to steal people from other Harley dealers or your competitor, you're just going to get bad habits and you're going to get a bad culture fit. If you develop your own people and grow them, whether that's from outside another industry or that's somebody that's just graduated high school, you get a lot of people that are team members for life, and you can take them from, say, washing a motorcycle to sky's the limit. One of my general managers in my Kamloops rooftop, he started as a lot guy and he's now the general manager. So that is ultimately the dream and goal. But if you're looking to find that perfect fit, for me, my belief in Harley Davidson, it doesn't exist. You have to develop people. You have to invest in people.
I just love that, Brian. I just love that. That's terrific. So, you've got a couple of other things going on, which I just love.
Okay.
Now, let's shift our conversations to pre-owned. Now, I've talked to dealers about doing something like this for a long time. None of them ever did it. But for pre-owned, you actually provide the Carfax, your inspection checklist, and the condition report online. And you'll ship pre-owned motorcycles directly to the buyer's home anywhere. Tell me, what was going on when you're in your mind when you came up with this, and what has the response been to this effort?
Well, the mindset, I suppose, is how would my mom want to shop? That drives me a lot.
I'm sorry. What was that again?
How my mother would like to shop. That drives me a lot. Complete disclosure. So our pricing is completely transparent. The price you see on the website, the price you see in the showroom is the price you see, the price you pay plus taxes. We don't have any hidden fees. We'll never hit you for a dock fee or a freight and PDI after the fact. The price you see is the price you pay. Taking it to the next level is a lot of customers really want to shop from home. And so we provide really good pictures of each motorcycle. We provide really good video of each motorcycle. We don't always get it right. But pictures and photos only go so far. And so one of the things, monitoring conversations with my sales team, what are customers asking you for? Well, they're asking for history. They're asking for more photos, any blemishes, this type of thing, before they'll even consider coming into our showroom and seeing the bike. And so I thought, well, what if we could just give that all up front and really show everyone that, number one, we have nothing to hide. Number two, we're the dealer to trust. And so we give all of that information up front. To be honest with you, we could do a bit better of a job, Mark. And I'm working with Dealer Spike to kind of integrate those so that you don't have to click and go somewhere else to see those reports, but you could see like a 5-star rating or a 3-star rating. And it just builds that trust. The other thing that we're going to do is we're building, and you haven't seen this yet, we're building a money back guarantee. So if you buy a bike, you buy a bike from us and it's not exactly the way you thought it was going to be or the way we described it, you're unsatisfied for whatever reason, we'll just cut you a check, give you your money back. Not a problem.
No way. Because now currently you have 15 days and you can return it or something like that,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, exactly. But customers are always confused by those consumer laws and stuff like that. I just want to put my name on it, our stamp on it, my family's name on it, our stamp on it, and say, Barnes is you can trust us, you can build with us. I think Harley customers especially, it's all about the relationship. It's all about trust. And that's very, very important to us.
I just love that, Brian. I just love it. Now, one of the other things that you are doing is that you have fixed commissioned salespeople. So salespeople always pay the same, regardless of the bike they sell. So how do customers perceive that message? Because I know this is something you tell them up front.
They really like it. And one of the things that we've done over the past years, I'm going to go a little bit different direction if it's okay with my answer. One of the things I noticed is that our database continues to get younger and younger and younger. And that's not normal for a Harley Davidson dealer. And this has really helped us with that, because if a customer comes in and they want to talk about an Iron 883 Sportster, just as an example, if I paid on a percentage of the gross profit, for example, the customer might be told, hey, look, eventually you're going to just get a Street Glide anyway, so why don't I sell you a Street Glide? Or, they might get ignored, God forbid, but they might get ignored because the fatter commission is over there looking at a Street Glide or a CVO. So what we did is we don't really care what bike a customer purchases. Could be a $50,000 CVO or it could be a $10,000 used bike. What we want is customers to get the right bike that's for them. And it's really helped us increase our Sportster sales, our Street 750 sales, because our salespeople now know, hey, look, it doesn't matter what I sell the customer. My job is to find them the right bike. Same as our sales managers. My job is to find them the right bike. It's completely different than salary or hourly. I wouldn't recommend that for salespeople or a sales manager. But just not worrying about, hey, I'd rather sell a Street Glide than a Sportster Iron 883.
Yeah, so it's kind of a great balance of a comp plan.
And customers absolutely love it. They really feel, we tell them, look, you're not going to get oversold.
Yeah. So do salespeople ever grouse about that? Do they ever say, no?
They seem to really love it. We've been doing it for a number of years now, and they seem to really, really love it.
That's fantastic. How do you comp your F&I people?
On gross profit.
Okay, so that's gross profit, of course. Yeah. All right, so
F&I and sales managers are gross profit.
Now you talked about there being no hidden fees before. So now, do you charge doc fees or no?
Yep.
You charge them, but you're just up front in charging them. Like, hey, this is what we're going through. This is what we charge for it. It's not like surprise when you show up.
Yeah, and I have a chart of the 10 things that you get for your doc fee. Here, we charge a doc fee. Here's what it is, and here are the 10 value points for it. Same as freight and PDI. We charge this. This is why you're getting charged for freight and PDI, and we have that 10 value points, so it really explains it to customers.
I love that. You and I have talked about the legends of Harley Davidson.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And here's what I would like for you to do. I would like for you to imagine a time in the future, the distant future.
Okay.
What would you like the Brian Barnes legacy to be?
That I built, I don't know, Mark, that I built good people, that I changed lives, that I made a difference in people's lives, that I built a good team, and I was able to bring people from, say, a $17 an hour wash person all the way up to a general manager, develop people, and they were able to buy themselves a home and provide for their families, as well as just offered the best value in the Harley Davidson marketplace to our customers.
Excellent. Well, listen, we don't have to wait for the future because you are doing that each and every day. Brian Barnes, this was fantastic. Thank you.
Thanks. Thanks, Mark. Appreciate it very much.
As I reflect on my talks with Brian, I'm filled with optimism for our industry's future. I'm intrigued by his ideas around the gamification of our sport and his perspectives on digital marketing. I'm also very interested in how he's catering to a changing consumer mindset. But what I find most compelling is how he blends forward-thinking ideas with rock-solid old-school values, like developing your own people and growing your own superstars. I think far too often businesses treat employees as cheap, expendable commodities, and they are not. I like his approach to full transparency. I really like how he talks about he wants his stores to sell as if they're selling to his mom. And I admire the fact that he's putting his family's name on their purchase guarantees. But what I appreciated most is that he's creating opportunities for his people to help themselves. I hope you enjoyed our time with Brian. I know I did. Now stay tuned because we've got more superstars to come. But for now, go sell something, will ya?